Imagine scamming your fans out of millions, nearly killing innocent bystanders, and then getting humiliated by Cenat after desperately donating $1,500 to get his attention. That's Jack Doherty's reality right now. The internet is turning against him so fast that people are actually disappointed he survived his latest stunt. Today, we're breaking down how Jack's career is crashing faster than his McLaren. If you thought Jack couldn't sink any lower, the clips you're about to see will prove you wrong. Make sure to punch that like button as hard as you want to punch Jack Doherty's face. And let's dive into this disaster. Let's start with Jack's most recent and possibly most dangerous stunt yet. While most content creators are finding ways to entertain without endangering lives, Jack decided to turn a public gas station into his personal dirt bike ramp. Just think about this for a second. A gas station, a place filled with highly flammable fuel, families, and random people just trying to go about their day. And Jack thought this was the perfect spot to pull off a dirt bike jump that he clearly wasn't skilled enough to land. The internet's reaction? They were disappointed he was wearing a helmet. I'm not even exaggerating. When people are openly wishing you weren't protected during a crash, you know you've become the internet's most hated creator. But instead of reflecting on his actions, Jack doubled down, posting from his hospital bed like it was some badge of honor. Here's what's truly terrifying about this stunt. If a random kid or family had been walking through that parking lot when Jack came flying through, we'd be talking about manslaughter charges, not just a broken collarbone. The fact that Jack hasn't been arrested yet for his reckless behavior is nothing short of miraculous. This stunt represents a dangerous new phase in Jack's content strategy. Each new video requires more shock value than the last as his viewership declines and audience becomes desensitized. And speaking of shocking behavior, wait until you see how Jack exploited his own fans' trust with a crypto scheme so obvious that even children should have seen it coming.
Oh! You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
While Jack was recovering from his gas station stunt, he decided to heal his broken collarbone by breaking his fans' bank accounts instead. Just a couple months ago, Jack announced he was launching his own meme coin, a move that aligned perfectly with his opportunistic approach to content. Notice how he's careful to say, "I'm not telling you what to do," while simultaneously hyping up the coin. This calculated language creates plausible deniability while still driving fans to invest. And what did Jack name his crypto masterpiece? McLaren Crash Coin, literally monetizing the accident that injured his cameraman. Jack streamed for hours, aggressively promoting the coin and encouraging his young audience to invest. He promised he was in until $100 million market cap, creating FOMO for his viewers who didn't want to miss out on potential profits. But what happened next was as predictable as it was devastating. That's right, Jack dumped his coins immediately after ending his stream, likely walking away with millions while leaving his loyal fans holding worthless tokens. The value plummeted, and just like that, Jack had executed one of the most blatant crypto scams we've seen from an influencer. What makes this particularly disturbing is the age of Jack's audience. Many of his viewers are young, impressionable, and don't understand the risks of crypto investments. They trust Jack, and he exploited that trust for a quick payday. But even after this betrayal of his audience, Jack still thought he deserved respect from the streaming community. His attempt to buy his way onto Cenat's stream backfired in the most humiliating way possible.
McLaren crash, baby. You guys already know McLaren. I crashed McLaren, so gotta buy McLaren coin, baby. I'm buying this. Guys, I'm in McLaren. McLaren, $200 million market cap, baby. I'm going. I'm up.
When you've alienated the content creation world, what's your next move? If you're Jack Doherty, you try to purchase legitimacy. That's exactly what Jack attempted with Cenat, one of the most respected streamers on the platform. Jack's strategy? Donate hundreds of gifted subs to Kai's channel, about $1,500 worth, hoping Kai would invite him on stream to access his massive audience. Listen to how confident Jack sounds. He calls it the Cenat sub-meta, as if this is some genius strategy that's guaranteed to work. He even brags about how he'll just run an ad to make the money back, revealing his transactional view of relationships in the creator space. But Cenat has built his empire on authenticity and genuine connections, and he saw right through Jack's transparent attempt. He was doing bad all year, chat. I'm not associating myself with that. Ouch. Kai didn't just reject Jack. He publicly humiliated him in front of thousands of viewers while keeping the $2,500 donation. This moment perfectly illustrates Jack's current standing in the creator community, even his financial resources. The one thing Jack values above all else couldn't buy him the respect and access he craves. But this rejection, embarrassing as it was, is just one consequence of Jack's pattern of exploitative content, a pattern that became impossible to ignore after the infamous McLaren crash.
Nah, he was doing bad all year, chat. I'm not associating myself with that. He was doing bad all year, chat. That's not good vibes. That's not good vibes. But we got 300 though. We got 300! W300.
The McLaren crash marked a turning point in how the public perceived Jack Doherty. When the $200,000 supercar was destroyed, Jack revealed his true priorities in a moment of crisis. Look closely at this footage. Jack's cameraman Michael has blood streaming down his face. The luxury vehicle is completely destroyed, and Jack's primary concern, making sure someone is filming the aftermath. Instead of focusing on his injured friend's well-being, Jack's instinct was to document the destruction for views, a decision that shocked even his most loyal supporters. "I might have almost just died, but at least we got content." This single quote encapsulates Jack's approach to content creation. Human safety, friendship, and even expensive possessions are all secondary to generating views. For anyone still believing these incidents are genuine accidents, the evidence suggests otherwise. Each accident follows a similar pattern and conveniently happens when Jack's viewership begins to decline. The escalation is calculated, not coincidental. The aftermath of the McLaren crash revealed another troubling pattern in Jack's behavior. Rather than taking responsibility, he attempted to minimize potential consequences by giving his cameraman a jet ski, not as genuine compensation for the injury, but as a strategic move to prevent legal issues. When physical stunts and controversy aren't enough to rehabilitate his declining image, Jack turns to another tactic in his playbook: performative generosity designed to convince his audience he's actually a good person.
Are you okay? Holy f***. Oh my god, bro. My whole R, bro.
Jack's attempts at philanthropy follow a predictable formula: cameras rolling, dramatic reactions, and carefully staged interactions that maximize content value rather than genuine impact. This clip perfectly captures the performative nature of Jack's generosity. He's giving away PS5s, objectively a nice gesture, but the entire interaction feels manufactured for views rather than genuine giving. The moment a recipient asks for an additional console, the facade cracks. Having Lil Pump label someone greedy for wanting an extra gift creates dramatic tension, exactly what Jack needs for engaging content. What separates authentic philanthropy from content exploitation is intention and consistency. Real charitable work continues whether cameras are present or not. Jack's version exists exclusively when it can be monetized and used to offset negative public perception. Former associates have shared concerning allegations about Jack's off-camera behavior that paint an even more troubling picture. There are claims he's attempted to recruit underage girls for his OnlyFans agency and engaged in business practices that exploit vulnerable creators. What's remarkable about Jack's current position is how it's united typically divided online communities. In an internet landscape where disagreement is the norm, the consensus on Jack Doherty has become a rare point of agreement across different creator communities. Despite documenting countless potentially illegal activities, Jack has managed to avoid serious legal consequences, a fact that puzzles many observers of his content. This clip demonstrates Jack's unusual ability to charm his way out of situations that would result in serious consequences for most people. Whether through his status, financial resources, or sheer luck, he's escaped accountability repeatedly. The lack of consequences has only emboldened Jack's behavior, creating a dangerous precedent for his content strategy. Without meaningful intervention, the pattern suggests his stunts will continue to escalate until something truly catastrophic occurs. The creator ecosystem has begun responding to Jack's behavior through demonetization, platform restrictions, and widespread condemnation from respected figures. These industry responses represent the beginning of consequences that legal authorities have thus far failed to impose. What makes Jack's situation particularly unfortunate is the wasted potential. With his work ethic, resources, and audience reach, he could build something something sustainable and positive. Instead, he's chosen a path that sacrifices long-term viability for immediate gratification. Jack Doherty's career trajectory reveals the dark side of attention-seeking content creation. What began as harmless pranks has evolved into a pattern of escalation with real victims, from financially exploited fans to physically endangered bystanders. The creator community's unanimous rejection speaks volumes about the values of the broader ecosystem. Despite his viewership and financial resources, Jack has become isolated from his peers as platforms increasingly limit his reach through demonetization and restricted promotion. For parents and young viewers, Jack's channel serves as an important digital literacy lesson, a case study in recognizing manipulation, staged content, and exploitation disguised as entertainment. The ability to identify these tactics is becoming an essential skill in navigating the creator economy. The most concerning aspect isn't what Jack has already done, but what comes next. Content creators who follow this trajectory typically face two options: fade into irrelevance, or escalate to even more extreme behavior. History and Jack's own pattern suggest he'll choose the latter. If you thought this Jack Doherty drama was wild, wait until you see what's happening with Camila Araujo, Jack's ex-girlfriend. She's been promoting OnlyFans to kids for months now, and the internet is furious. Click the video on screen to see that full breakdown, and make sure to subscribe for more creator drama coverage. Thanks for watching.